Friends with Benefits with a Narcissist. My name is Jared Mello, and I'm author of the book Radical Self-Respect, Avoid Falling for the Same BS. Normally make videos about mental health, dating, and relationships, and I have an interview series called Everything Eccentric. So if those things sound valuable to you, please do subscribe to my channel and comment below on this video whether you agree or disagree. So let's say out there you're a guy that's red pill aware, and you're not looking for something serious yet, but you're just trying to have a little fun and see what's out there in the field. And you come to recognize someone as a narcissist, a woman who is a narcissist. And you're like, huh. And you know about narcissists. You know that they go through the stages of love bombing, devaluing, discarding, and that you can't really catch feelings with them. You can't have a serious relationship with them. But you think, well, maybe I can just spin them as a plate. Maybe I can just date them casually, and that could be a thing, and I'll know to keep my feelings out of it. Now, what happens to a lot of guys is they don't know to keep their feelings out of it, and they don't recognize what they're dealing with. So they might stumble across a narcissist, and in the love bomb phase, especially if they're not red pill aware, they'll begin to think they found the one. If they're still blue pilled, they're going to think, I found the one. I found the soulmate, the one that I've been searching for my whole life, my other puzzle piece. But it's really just a mirage because narcissists love bomb us, which means they mirror all of our likes and our dislikes. Now, admittedly, it can be really fun in that phase. Like, I've done this friends with benefits thing with a narcissist, and it's certainly fun, even though it's fake, but you can't tell it's fake unless you know what they are, unless you can see through them. But a lot of guys who are blue-pilled wouldn't be able to do that, so that when the narcissist cycles through devaluing and discarding, the guy's devastated, humiliated, or hopefully isn't married at the time, and hopefully doesn't have any children with her at the time, because if he does, it's going to add a whole nother layer of nonsense. But say you're a guy who's free. You're maybe living the free agent lifestyle, as they call it, and you think, I could spin a narcissist as a plate, why not? But this is what will happen if you do. So you'll have fun, and she'll get down with you, but you just gotta be okay with knowing that she's probably dating about 5 other dudes, even though she'll never admit it, and you just can't rely on her to do anything. You can't trust her to show up and be there for you, unless you've made specific plans, right? So what would happen is we would hang out, and we would have fun, and she just would never text first. So my rules for myself are, I gotta practice radical self-respect. And it finally got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore, because we hung out a few times, and it was like a once a month kind of thing, wasn't even that much. But what had happened was, she would never reach out to me, and that's one of my red flag rules for myself. It's like, I should not be the only person putting effort in. And it chips away at our self-respect levels if we do. But I said, but she's given me some sex and some things that I want, so I'll look past that for now, because she's actually providing me some fun. And then what ended up happening was, she would start saying she was busy, and then wouldn't schedule a time to actually see me. And that's where I cut it off, because there has to be some give and take, right? It can't just be me trying to do everything and her never stepping up to the plate and never reaching out to me. So I finally felt across the barrier of if I were to continue talking to her, I would disrespect myself. So I ended it with that. But truth be told, that was her version of the devalue and discard, saying she's busy like that. That's how it goes. And so ultimately, was this experience worth it? Yeah, I had a couple fun times with her for sure, and I'm a sucker for a fun time. But if you're looking for something serious, absolutely not. If you don't trust yourself to keep your feelings out of it, absolutely not. Because you just can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't trust her with anything, because she lies. She lies and she cheats. That's what you should trust that she will do. She will lie and she will cheat. That's as far as it goes. And so as a guy, it's like, you're better off just getting with other women who have a lot less trauma and are not in the cluster B personality category. It's because it's just going to go nowhere. But, you're probably not going to listen to me, though, and you're going to want to find out for yourself. So, I'm just warning you, that's what's probably going to happen. You can have some fun in the beginning, but eventually she'll get bored, and then you just won't see each other anymore. But as long as you kept your feelings out of it, it won't be so terrible. But if you didn't, man, you're going to be toast. So guys, I think a lot of dating in this day and age is recognizing what you're dealing with. Does this person have a mental health issue? Is this person a cluster B personality disorder? Does this person have issues with drugs or alcohol? Is this person severely abused or traumatized as a child? Is this person a workaholic? Like, what are we dealing with? Because there's a lot of unresolved trauma out there right now. There's a lot of unresolved abuse. And they make relationships so tough. I was talking to a girl on Hinge the other day, and the first conversation she said, "Oh, I'm a handful. Oh, I have a lot of baggage." And I'm like, So, unless you've resolved that baggage, why would I consider dating you? Right? It's like, why would I? And the answer is, I wouldn't. It's like, if you want to have something casual with someone who has baggage, okay. But if you're going to want something serious and then come out with you have baggage that's unresolved, no. Like, why would someone sign up for that? And so that was the end of that for me too. And it's like, we got to have a good screening process in this day and age. I call it practicing radical self-respect, but keeping our eyes open for the problem types of people and keeping our feelings to ourselves, right? Being emotionally independent, putting ourselves first in a healthy way, right? So we got to be constantly on our mission, on our purpose, and that's what we got to do. And we shouldn't really sway off that at all. Even if we meet someone, they should complement our lives. They should not be the focus. So remember, when it comes to being a narcissist or friends with benefits with a narcissist, use extreme caution because it's probably not going to go well. Thank you.